A developing story out of Toronto where police confirm that they are investigating an overnight shooting outside of the home of rapper Drake. Here's a live look this morning at the scene. This is outside 21 Park Lane Circle in North York, well known to be the home of the Toronto-born rapper. Details are still very limited at this point, but police confirm that they were called to the home around 2 o'clock this morning after reports of a shooting. And this is a look from our chopper as well. At the home from above, you can see that there is police tape as well surrounding the front door of the property. We know that there was a suspect who fled in a vehicle, but so far there is no description available of that suspect.
That sent one person to hospital with serious injuries. The violence happening outside of the home owned by rapper Drake. And that's where we find our Karen Ciolin on Park Lane Circle. Karen, what is the latest here?
Yeah, Faiza, police confirmed that they are investigating a shooting that happened just outside Drake's mansion in Toronto's Bridle Path neighborhood. What we know so far is that shots rang out around 2 o'clock this morning and that a man police have said was not Drake was struck. Fortunately, he is expected to survive. Now, details are very limited at this point. You can see police have taped off the entire property as well as some properties neighboring Drake's mansion. There are several orange evidence markers on the ground outside the main entrance gate where it actually appears this shooting might have taken place.
This is the video we captured from Chopper 24 when investigators were in the courtyard area, the front property of Drake's home. And now what we know, of course, this shooting happened just outside of the gates. You can actually kind of see that.
Now to the Bridle Path area where police are updating their investigation just outside Drake's home. Let's listen in live.
Pleased to be here today. I know there's a lot of interest in this incident, and I hope you can also appreciate that information is very limited at this time, so I only have so much. What I do know, I will advise you of, and I will take a few questions at the end. This morning at about 2 a.m., police were called to a shooting at the residence behind me here. When officers arrived, they located a male who was suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. That male was taken to hospital in serious condition. That person was working, apparently, as a security guard at the residence. He was standing outside of the gates in front of the residence when the shooting occurred. We have individuals who obviously performed the shooting who were seen in a vehicle. I do not have a description of the vehicle or the suspects at this time. Again, it's very early on in the investigation. I cannot speak to a motive at this time because it's so early, but as we get information, we will share it with you. Expect to see an increased presence in this neighborhood for the next little while, but it's no different than any other shooting or firearm discharge. We'll have officers here looking for witnesses to come forward, as well as we canvassing for video. I'll now take a few questions.
Is Drake home and is he cooperating with this investigation?
I cannot confirm if Drake was home at the time the incident occurred, but I can tell you that we are in contact with his team and they are cooperating.
To what extent is the rat beef between Drake and Kendrick Lamar part of the investigation focus?
So I am aware of what you're talking about, but it is so early in the investigation that we don't have a motive at this time, and so I cannot comment further on that.
While the motive may not be confirmed, if that is something that you're looking at, knowing that this beef crosses borders into the U.S., is there anything being done in the investigation to maybe prevent a potential suspect from leaving Canada?
So this is no different than any other investigation, okay? Like, it's maybe more high profile because there's more people here, but we treat it like any other incident. So we'll be using all our resources. Our teams will be doing as much as they can to investigate this, but it'll be no different than any other investigation at this time.
The man who was shot still in serious condition. Have you been able to talk to him? Has he not been able to give you a suspect description? And how is there no video yet of the car that fled?
So I can tell you that all I'm going to say about the victim is that he's still in the hospital in serious condition.
Age?
And I'm not going to just No, I'm not going to at this time.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and just when you thought things could not get any crazier after everything that's been going down for this past, 2 months now in the rap game, but especially turned up this week with the back and forth between Drake and Kendrick Lamar, we all wake up to this news right here. And first and foremost, I do want to say and send healing energy to the person that was shot. I don't know exactly what's going on. They did say it's a serious gunshot wound to the chest, but they have not confirmed exactly the actual update of everything. And as you see, they keeping all their details very, very, like, they not putting it all out there yet. And I had a link in the description where you can watch this in full at On City News, BT News as well, and CP24 out in Toronto. And I'm going to put a little bit of the write-up so y'all can read through that to skim back over the things that were said by the police sergeant right there. And as y'all heard, he did get asked the question, the obvious, about Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. And I 1,000% don't believe that this shooting right here got anything to do with Kendrick Lamar. Just a crazy timing, crazy situation, how it went down with these type of things. Somebody coming to his house, this is so obviously doing a drive-by shooting and shooting a security guard. This probably has a high possibility of something else going on. Now, they is going to scam every ring cam in the area. They're going to go through all the lights. They're not going to tell you what they got and what information they really speculating on right now, but they looking all over the place for information. They looking at other incidents that went down. For somebody to go to Drake's house and do this and shoot somebody outside the house in the drive-by type shooting, and who knows, maybe they got out and walked out and did it. Everything going to eventually come out when they get to getting the description of the incident from the guy that was shot and everything like that. They in contact with Drake team and things. They did confirm was he at the house or not. I'm going to tell you like this, bro. This is when it get real. This is something we want to avoid. When it comes to rap, hip-hop, battles, music, I'm for that entertainment side. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things spill over, but I don't think this is the case here. I think this is something that's just going on up there in Toronto. Who knows for real? So I don't even want to put out no false information or nothing like that with these type of things. I know that's the more entertaining way to do it. I know people like that more, but I heard directly from them. They not even giving out no information to confirm anything. I know people going to try to confirm and say this and that. I see the comments, people saying it's a publicity stunt. Bro, ain't nobody finna get shot in the chest for no publicity stunt. I'm just keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. Nobody is signing up for that. Nobody is signing up to have all this police investigation and drama and heat up on them. And this is a real life traumatic thing when somebody gets shot outside your crib or is shooting at you or whoever. Nobody try to do all that. It ain't that deep and heavy at all. But the internet going internet. Tell me what y'all think. Prayers up to the guy that was injured. Wouldn't want this to happen to nobody. This ain't the goal at all. But tell me what y'all think. More information gonna come out. Stay on your pivot at all times, man. 1,000.